There are more microbes in your mouth than humans on Earth, and twice a day you detonate them. Ever brush your teeth and feel like you're keeping your mouth clean? Cute. You're not cleaning, you're launching a civil war. Your mouth isn't a battlefield, it's a civilization. Billions of microscopic citizens work overtime to keep you alive. Engineers balancing your pH, janitors recycling acids, bodyguards making nitric oxide to calm your blood pressure. They're not the problem, they're the system. But every time you nuke them with that kills 99.9% of germs. Mouthwash. You're not killing enemies, you're committing biological genocide. The survivors, the chaos agents that thrive in the ruins. And they don't stay local. They travel through your gums, into your blood, up to your brain, leaving chemical fingerprints on your heart, your immune system, even your mood. That's the part no one told you. Your mouth isn't just where digestion starts. It's the command center of your body. Your bacteria don't just cause cavities. They can reprogram your brain chemistry, trigger inflammation, and rewrite your body's software. So yeah, while you're watching this, your bacteria are holding a staff meeting about your health. Stick around, because by the end, you'll know how to stop your mouth from hijacking your mind and start using it to hack your entire body. But before you can fight back, you need to see how the takeover actually starts. Every gum bleed? That's not a warning sign. That's an open border. Each pink swirl in the sink is proof your defenses just clocked out. Billions of bacteria march through those micro tears like commuters in rush hour. Most clock in, do no harm, but a few, the hustlers like Porphyromonas gingivalis, slip past security with fake passports. They ride your bloodstream like it's public transit, through capillaries, past immune patrols, straight toward your vital organs. Some stick to arterial walls, sparking inflammation that hardens vessels and jacks up blood pressure. Others sneak farther. Harvard researchers found the DNA of these same oral bandits inside Alzheimer's brains. Same bugs, same fingerprints. Translation? What happens in your mouth doesn't stay in your mouth. It moves in upstairs. And here's the twist nobody sells in toothpaste commercials. Your immune system doesn't always notice. These invaders learn the local language, mimic your own cells, and keep building hidden outposts. They're not visitors anymore, they're residents. And once they reach the neural highway, they start sending messages you never approved. They made it. The mouth was just the lobby, but this is the control room. These bacteria are no amateurs. They slip past the blood-brain barrier, that supposed fortress keeping your thoughts safe, like hackers spoofing a firewall. Once inside, they trigger inflammation that can fry your neural circuits faster than a bad Wi-Fi signal. Studies from Harvard and Nature journals have found traces of Porphyromonas gingivalis and their toxic enzymes inside Alzheimer's brains. And that same inflammation pattern, it's linked to depression, brain fog, and memory loss. So if you're forgetful, moody, or constantly tired, it's not always stress. Sometimes it's the mouth-brain back channel quietly rewriting your emotions. Your bacteria don't just talk to your gut, they text your brain, whispering chemical messages that tweak your mood, hunger, even your motivation. And guess what? When you over-sterilize your mouth, you silence the good bacteria, the ones that make nitric oxide, regulate blood flow, and keep your brain oxygenated. Kill them, and your brain runs on low power mode. So yeah, the real brain drain might start between your molars, but this isn't the end of the invasion, because some of these microscopic saboteurs have an even bigger plan, to manipulate the rest of your body from the shadows. You'd think the story ends in your skull. Oh no, the brain was just their warm-up gig. Once these microbes learn the route, they start touring the whole body like a rock band nobody invited. First stop, the heart. Some oral bacteria stick to arterial walls where they spark inflammation, harden plaque, and mess with blood pressure. You feel fine until one day your cardiologist finds bacterial DNA in the blockage. Next venue, the gut. They ride saliva down the digestive highway, rearranging your microbiome like hostile takeover artists. They tell your gut bugs what to crave, when to bloat, how to react. Your snack attacks could be microbial blackmail. Then comes the immune system. Instead of one clean alarm, you get chaos. Constant low-grade inflammation, the kind that quietly ages you from the inside. Wrinkles, brain fog, fatigue. That's inflammation's greatest hits. As one integrative periodontist says, your mouth bacteria are like software updates. Ignore them and the whole system lags. And he's right, because when this network misfires, everything slows. Energy, focus, recovery, even libido. But you can rewrite the code. And that starts with rebuilding the army you accidentally nuked. You can't kill your way to health. Trust me, humanity's tried. Antibiotics, antiseptics, detox kits that taste like regret. None of it works long-term, because you're not fighting an enemy. You're managing an ecosystem. Rebooting your oral microbiome isn't about buying a miracle mouthwash. It's about calling off the chemical war and teaching your bacteria to behave again. Here's how the professionals and the rebels do it. Stop nuking the good guys. Ditch anything that screams kills 99.9% of germs. That's not a flex, that's a massacre. 2. Feed your allies. Fiber, real food, minerals. Your microbes love trace elements like magnesium and zinc. Junk food, it feeds the mouth's mobsters. 3. Breathe through your nose. Mouth breathing is like leaving your city gates open during a riot. 4. Hydrate and sleep. A dry mouth is bacterial Vegas. What happens there never stays there. This isn't wellness fluff. Studies show balanced oral bacteria restore nitric oxide, improve blood pressure, even brain oxygen. So yeah, you don't need to detox. You need to delegate. Train the microscopic team that's been protecting you since birth. Because once they're back online, your mouth stops being a battlefield and becomes mission control. The funny thing about biology, it's a group chat. Fix one conversation and everyone starts texting again. When your mouth heals, the rest of your body feels it. Inflammation drops, blood flow improves, energy stops leaking. Your arteries relax, your brain gets oxygen again. Your cells literally run on more voltage. That brain fog you thought was caffeine withdrawal might have just been your mouth's bad signal. Now that the noise is gone, your body's messages come through clear. Hormones stabilize, mood evens out, even sleep deepens. Researchers call it the mouth-body axis. I call it your system finally running the latest update. Because when the right bacteria come back online, nitric oxide production rebounds, blood pressure lowers, mitochondria fire better, and your focus sharpens like a fresh scalpel. It's not a placebo, it's physiology. And guess what? Those good microbes you rebuilt, they start paying it forward, reinforcing your gut flora, fine-tuning your immune signals, even boosting serotonin production. So you thought you were a single human running the show? Hate to break it to you, you're more like a planet. 10 trillion tenants, zero rent control, and when you nuked their neighborhood with mouthwash and sugar, you triggered a civil war. But here's the twist. You just made peace. Your microbiome isn't your enemy, it's your army. When you treat it right, it fights for you. It builds your defenses, tunes your hormones, sharpens your mind, even keeps your heart beating steady. You didn't just fix your teeth. You rebuilt the control tower that runs everything beneath the surface. The body, the brain, the gut, all thinking again like a living orchestra, finally back on tempo. Every breath, every heartbeat, every thought, now in perfect rhythm. Because the real battlefield isn't in your mouth anymore. It's deeper, louder, wilder. Next time we open the door to the empire below, 100 trillion rebels, infinite power, and only one rule. Feed them right, or they'll feed on you. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. They say it's good karma.